What's up everybody, peacekeeping today for you guys. Welcome back to the Th11 Let's Play, where we have some stuff we can do. We definitely have a laboratory upgrade that we can do today. And we can actually, I believe we can max the battle pass as well. Yeah, we can. By doing this one here as well. So I just normally spam build a base. Get the loot when I can for the day, and then I would actually upgrade the defense or upgrade something that's actually useful. Um, this is how I normally do it. I try to just spam. I'm using the bombers for the task, but this is the normal army that I do use. I use a camp of rich barbarians, one camp of bombers, another camp with the cannon carts. I enjoy using cannon carts, and then there's the night witches, and then and then in army would have a super P.E.K.K.A, especially on my 13 build a hall. But this how we normally do build a hall for the day. So I'm just gonna working pretty nice to the back end of this base. If I can get the ability, believe this is gonna be this is definitely gonna be a triple. But this army actually is super strong when you a nice spread of the giants. Next spread the bombers so the giants won't have to use their punch ability on the wall, and then the cannon cards with the night witch is done behind, and then you sprinkling and barbarians where you see a couple giants dying, and you can see it did pretty well. We can do one more here, and then we'll probably do two more attacks on the main village, but this is just how we normally do it. So you can see just spamming giants, a nice wide line with the bombers as well. We didn't get in the top section, which was a bad bomber on my part. But you can see we get it. I tried to use the barbarians as well to help protect the counter cards as well, because the counter cards do the bulk of the damage. Um, but this isn't really like a tutorial of a build a base really. I play build a base, but not as much as I normally would play on the main village. But I do get on the build a base and do a couple of tasks here and there to get the loot. So you can see you try to use the barbarians actually to protect the counter cards, and then the night witches as well, because the night witches do a good bit of damage, and they spawn the bats, which actually can swarm a base. You can see once this air bomb does go down, the bats will just have some rain on these few defenses, and this is going to be another triple. So you can see we did two triples with on build a base for the video already, which is awesome. I'm gonna pop the battle machine's ability again. I'm just gonna let him work his way through this wall. The bomber's gonna help out. Then Night Witch is down behind, and we're gonna be finishing off this base for the 3-star. And you can say did the ability glitch where that it's actually pretty cool. You can just hit the ability last second, and you can see it just shoots down lightning from the sky, which is actually super sweet. So we ended up maxing our battle pass, which is good as well. Yeah, maxing the battle pass, and we would take that free book of heroes. That book of heroes is actually going to be saved. I probably would save it for the queen. I would just save it if we probably may decide to go to Town Hall 12. Probably won't. I'm not too sure, honestly. So we're gonna hop in here to do some talks on the main village. I've been still using this army with the Valkyries. I know some people have been asking for the Valkyrie army. This is one. This is just another variant of the Falcon, where you would take out the, as you guys can see, I have two ice columns. You can take out the ice columns and the bowlers. You can use well, without the siege machine. You can use take out the ice column, the bowlers, and the pack and the king with a couple of wizards with funnel one of these sides, where you'd use a queen walk, and then you'd send all the Valkyries. I believe that from the amount of spell troop space, which would be the ice column, the bowler, as well. You can you can use the same packer, this packer right here. You can add in a few more wizards, so the pack and the king with a couple wizards will do the other side of the funnel when you use the queen walk to actually you use the queen walk and let the queen walk go one side, and then you are actually sending Valkyries with the queen walk through the middle of the base. So that's one of the Falcon armies, and this is just another variant that I use of it. So that's just the two Valkyrie armies that I am comfortable, well, that I use. I believe there are a couple more. Probably not. I don't think there are any more other than the Falcon. Probably like a Valkyrie with a Witch Boar army. But it's something like this, but it's more dark. It's a heavy, I want to say. So that's them. Those are just the Valkyrie armies that are really needed. I've been using this army, so if a ton of people want to use this army, this is a bad army. I probably do need to change just because of loot purposes. But we'll see how it goes. This does give me a good bit of loot. It is a 2-star army. You could use it in war if you want to. We really need to practice it and learn how to maneuver the Valkyries as well. So we have a base here. It has 8k Dark Elixir, which is good. I need Dark Elixir, even though I have a ton of it right now because we will be doing Dark Elixir upgrade. But it's Dark Elixir on this base is still going to be needed when I max both of my king and my queen. So I'll drop a big dragon over on that mortar just to take it out. Um, half the big dragon's gonna die now, which is totally fine. The big dragon did its purpose. It funneled the two buildings that I needed funneled. I'm actually gonna drop two balloons on this arch tower because if I can get that arch tower out, I'll actually be able to get one of those storages. So I'm actually going to drop some wall breakers in now. I'm going to drop a wizard because I want the queen to direct. Ooh, we actually didn't get. Ooh, we actually took out the thing, but the Tesla was there. So I would say that was a pretty well placed Tesla. I've been using these bat spells. It's been seeming weird, but sometimes it works, not gonna lie. I'm trying to get a wall break in. I probably won't. Oh, I probably will be able to get a wall break in. No, the warden is gonna decide to zap down my wall breakers. I didn't really worry about getting in there. It would have been good to get in, but we have to just change our plan on the fly. So the queen's gonna come out. That's not a bad thing. She's actually doing pretty well. I'll drop two ice columns here with the king and the borders. So that is just the king and the borders, just a secondary funnel for the queen because you're gonna basically send the Valkyries like how you use the Falcon. Um, Same way I'm using it. Send everything down the middle, like how I'm doing it. So I'm gonna pop the king's ability now because he's being locked on based on target inferno. And you can see the Valkyries actually help taking out the Yeti mites, and then you raid through the center. I do have two bat spells as well. I'm actually gonna try to send them. And they actually got to the single, which is actually pretty cool. I'm actually gonna rage the P.E.K.K.A with the that was there with the Valkyries, and I'm actually gonna use these two bat spells. I know there's only two, but I'm gonna use them on this right hand side to this stubby archer tower. And I do have the queen's ability as well, but I do want to save the queen's ability. The two bats probably won't do much because there's only two bat spells. This isn't much thing. So they actually ended up taking out the small archer tower, which is actually pretty cool. I'll pop the queen's ability in a second because of the single, and I do not want her. I don't want her dying. I need her alive for my next raid. So she's gonna bang on the outer wall instead of the inner wall. So she's actually gonna probably get a gold collector here, and then I believe that'll be it for her reign through this base. So 20 seconds left. She's gonna bang on the wall. I don't want her taking too much damage, even though she has healers on her. But we'll take the loot that we do have there, which is some decent loot nonetheless. So we do have Max Dark Elixir. I believe that'll be it for this one. I don't want to wait too long. A little bit crunch on time. Sorry guys, I know they're probably getting the videos are probably getting a little shorter, but it's gonna be getting shorter and shorter sometimes, just because we don't have much to do really. We still have a couple drills, still have a couple cannon upgrades. It's still a decent amount of cannon upgrades and upgrades nonetheless. It's going by pretty quickly, not gonna lie. I do believe we probably do have medals if I'm not too sure. Yeah, we have medals as well that we can spend sooner or later. But the main upgrade there is between the hit spell, which is good for Lunian, and the create spell as well. The create spell you can use the create and zap. There is the skeleton spell, which is actually pretty decent for the Inferno Dragon attack. I don't think we can have Inferno Dragons. We have to be Town Hall. We have a level 6 baby dragon. Let me see if we can get level 6. Can we get baby dragons thing? I'm not too sure. I will have to save elixir to see if baby dragons go to level 6 of Town 11. They probably don't, but I'm not too sure. But the Dark Elixir upgrade we will be doing is between the Haste and the Golem. And I believe there's one more Golem upgrade. But I think going for the haste spell is going to be good just because I use Electron Lalo and the haste spells do pretty well with that. So upgrade to level 5 is going to max 12 million. Dark Elixir in 3, 2, 1, bam, going down for 11 days. And that is that for this Town 11 Let's Play. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, well, feel free to subscribe. But I hope you guys have a awesome day. I'm Peacekeeper, and I'm out.